away from a body of water big enough to house anything like that. Get in the shower, leave me alone, But like, no, but I can imagine like he doesn't want to go into his room because it's dark or whatever, and you're telling him just go to bed, stop being a baby. I do the same thing, but I have like, damn. Should I feel bad about making fun of him for the whale now?
Yes. Yes. Because think about it. He's a little guy.
No, I know. But like, I can't, man. When I was a kid,
whales.
When I was a kid, like we were afraid to go. This one aunt's house that we had. Her upstairs was like it was an old house in West Hartford, Connecticut. And I mean, there's houses in Connecticut and Massachusetts that go back to to the early 1700s, late 1600s, some of them. And so this was an old house. I don't know exactly how old, but like the upstairs, we were always afraid to go upstairs. And now looking back on it, I don't know. Maybe there was something there that we just I mean, we only stayed over there a couple times. That wasn't there enough for it to actually affect me on a regular basis.
Right. And they say they always say children are more sensitive to these things. I don't think they're more sensitive to them. I think what it is as adults, we've been conditioned to believe that there's nothing there.
Yes.
So we always brush off the unexplainable. Right.
Oh yeah, they're taking us full circle right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is like OG first episode, right? We kind of talked about this, didn't we?
Yep, we did. We talked about our ghost stories on our first episode.
So I think that just with them, they haven't been conditioned yet to blow off things that should be questioned.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my perspective on it. I mean, I don't know.
No, I totally agree.
Yeah, we have an entire lifetime of people telling us it's just your imagination, or that you eventually learn habits just roll over and go back to sleep. It was nothing, but kids don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, and anything that is supernatural or whatever or paranormal is just a cartoon now. It's Disney fairies and ghosts are just Slimer in a movie or something. You know what I mean? It's like they're
non-threatening.
It's all it's all non-threatening. Even if it is threatening, it's just a movie.
Right. Oh, yeah, well, that's a big thing. It's just a movie. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a movie. Well, we don't call it movie magic for nothing. I honestly think there is a lot of magic to what they're doing in Hollywood. That's a whole other topic of conversation.
The one thing I left out was that he would tell me that he would hear laughing in his room at night. And I said to my wife, I'm like, honey, it's probably just one of his toys in his closet. She's like, there are no toys in his closet.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God.
That was always the thing that got me about like the scary parts of like Poltergeist was a very scary movie for me when I was when I was growing up. The Clown, anytime
everybody says that clown, dude. Yeah. Everybody.
Well, I mean, look at how fucking spooky it looked. Like it looked. Who buys their kid such an evil looking toy? Even like when it was just the clown in his room, it was a scary looking thing,
Right. That now it's reaching out with like 8-foot long arms on the bed.
Yeah. And the tree, and then the tree coming into the window. I was afraid of trees for a while when I was a kid. It's like the tree was the tree reached in and grabbed the kid and started eating him, right?
Yeah, it pulled him in. It pulled him out of the room, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And when you're a kid, movies, that's another thing is with the whole like go to bed, stop being a baby. It's yes, I know we watched a movie and now you're scared. That's a lot of probably what you were feeling, right? Is like, come on, knock it off.
Right. I'm like, all right, buddy, come on. I said,
it's also the fact that movies are a lot more real for kids because, and television because, we understand that I'm looking at a screen. This is, pre-recorded. There's nothing to worry about, etc. Kids don't get that.
Right. But I can't imagine having an actual, like hearing noises coming out of my closet and stuff like that. That's, as a kid, I mean, wow.
I felt guilty, man. I used to tell him, like, come on, Logan. I said, you're a boy. You're not supposed to act like this. You're supposed to be brave.
Right. And I'm not. I mean, we're not trying to shame you here for that. Like, what I mean?
No, but I feel bad now. Well, in retrospect, I'd look back and I'm like, come on, buddy. And I'd see his eyes well up. I'm like, are you crying? What's the matter? And just, it's just the way it went. But
yeah, but I mean, and then you actually saw it too, which is
I saw the shadow that he was talking about out of like my peripheral because I was actually on Twitter. I was on Twitter and I'm looking at something, and out of my peripheral, I see it, and my head snapped. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
Right.
I was like, "You got to be kidding me, right?" And I'm like, "This is a joke." But yeah, for someone who didn't believe and now has experienced it firsthand, I could say that this is a very real thing, and for people that are experiencing it, they do need to get help. Don't try to take care of it on your own.
So you don't think it's a good idea for people to like Google like ghost removal rituals and do them themselves?
Oh, no, not at all. Definitely don't antagonize it the way I did.
Yeah.
Don't do any provocation, I think.
Provocation. Yeah.
Provocation. Yeah.
I wouldn't. If I knew there was a ghost in my house, I would definitely not go to like. What's WebMD and look, I mean, like I don't self-diagnose. Yeah, well, no, I'm saying like
the next thing you know, Satan is in your house.
Yeah, exactly. Because with my luck, I'm summoning, Azrael and all the big demons and Satan himself,
Right.
And it's not going to be pretty.
Christians.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
so you said one of them.
I gotta say though, real quick, man, I understand why your son was scared, though. I'm pretty spooked just hearing you describe the big crinkly thing. Something about that is just really, I don't know. It's like hitting my animal brain or something.
Right.
Imagine this big, like, wriggling, vibrating, crinkly thing.
Black. It was all black, he said. They think that was the man trying to scare him. Mm-hmm. I said, well, what'd you do to it? He goes, I looked at it for a second. I was like, and? He was like, I said, go away. I was like, well, what happened? He was like, it went away.
Huh.
But just to see that as a child, the medium said that, my son's heart was just the medium said that he was overwhelmed by my son's heart, which made me feel good at the same time. But I guess they didn't like that. I don't know.
It kind of made him a target.
Yeah, I guess so. But like I said, to experience this firsthand was really something that I would have rather had not done. But
yeah.
But now that it's happened, it's opened my eyes to a lot of things that everything that we see might not be what it is.
Right.
There's things going on outside of our ability to understand and see that are in front of us.
Definitely true. That is, and as the past few weeks has proven over and over again. We're finding out that things that people have been made fun of for believing are now turning out to be true more and more every day. Yeah,
and you feel terrible for the people that were lambasted and mocked and ridiculed and made fun of for even opening their mouth about it. Mm-hmm. Like some of these people were legitimately scared.
Yeah.
And they were looking for help, and people just blew them off and told them grow up, or don't be so scared, or it's just your imagination. And a lot of these people were adults. Mm-hmm. And at one point, I looked at my wife. I told her, I'm questioning my sanity.
Well, I bet. I mean, it's got to make you at some point, if nobody else can see it or nobody else can hear it, obviously. Well, am I just crazy then? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, you're getting gaslit by a ghost.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's what it's got to feel like when nobody believes it, but then
getting ghostlit.
Ghostlit. Ooh.
Ghost. Ooh.
Being ghostlit. That's another new term. I like that. That's a good one. Paranormal term. Being ghostlit. Good one, Adam.
Ghostlit.
Yeah.
So what is the definition of ghostlit? When you're the only one that can hear it or see it and no one else can. And it knows that you're the only one that can hear it or see it.
Yeah, when a ghost is trying to gaslight you.
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
Good one, Adam.
Right.
That's really good one.
That's excellent. Well, it's funny because I was being ghostlit. Mm-hmm. I'm laying in bed hearing these inaudible conversations, and my wife right next to me could not hear them.
There you go.
I thought it was the position of where I was by the air conditioner, and I'm like, switch with me for the night. She's like, I hear nothing.
Wow, that's crazy. That's the name of this. That's the name of this episode. Asgardian gets ghostlit.
I like that. Cool. Yeah, and the guy that owned the house before you, he got ghostlit.
Yeah.
Except it worked.
The same thing happened to him. Yeah, I guess they tried. They didn't go for any help. Well, you know what happened was he lost his job, and they couldn't afford the house anymore. And she got so frustrated with him because he lost his job.
I bet.
She didn't believe him, and
because of all the ghost lighting.
Right, and it was sad. They had